So we're here at 5 Magnolia, and one of the things we wanted to do was open up this fairway. We took the fairway closer to the water, and then we took out 2 bunkers here on the right and reshaped that area and banked the fairway up onto that slope. And this fairway bunker here was repositioned and reoriented to kind of protect this neck area. But one of the key strategic features of this golf hole is this width. And the closer that a person gets to this water, the better angle they have into a very long, narrow green. The farther you move to the left, that angle changes and that look of this golf hole changes. And so as you move farther and farther left of a very, very wide fairway, all of a sudden the angle of that green starts to get tilted. So if you're close to the water and you want to take on the water from the tee, you're looking right up the throat of that green. That front bunker has some visual play to it. It's way short of the green and it hides the front portion of the green, but when you're close to the water, you have a straight in shot towards the green. Again, the farther left you get, the more that angle changes. And so now you're approaching this green on an angle, and you also may have some tree limbs to contend with if you stay out of this bunker as well. So really the changing look of this golf hole is what is interesting for me for the play off the tee. Get closer to the water and have a better angle into the green, shy away from the water, and now you're kind of going into this long, narrow, skinny green on an angle where it could be very difficult to hold your golf shot on. But you also then have the option when you're coming over farther to the left to play the ball on the ground. So if you do have tree trouble here, you can run a golf ball up into the open spaces of this green and attack any pin position on the ground as well. While you do have an open front, you'll still need to read these contours as you play the ball on the ground. You can play a little bit farther to the right and the ball will feed in towards the green. If you take a line to the left, there's this long ridge that while you may get up close, that ball may not get back up onto the green. So from the fairway, that fronting bunker looks like it's right on the green. When you get up to it, you can see there's a nice wide open slope and runway that works into the longest, skinniest green on the golf course. It is not the smallest green on the golf course, but certainly the skinniest and the longest. There are little contours that kind of help protect and or help a player access pins. This little bowl contour here on the right can kind of help hold shots into this front right pin location. There is the rise to the back pin location. There's a little bowl pin position down there. So you can use that slope to kind of feed balls down into that pin location, or that slope kind of helps defend getting a ball all the way back to the skinniest portion of this green. Balls that will have to play up to that tier or kind of use that tier as a backstop and have it play back down into the bowl. Or you can decide to go right at that pin location and navigate one of those other little small micro contours there. So as a player, you have the option to play long, play up over that contour, play long, use that backboard, or use your touch and come over that little small rise and access that bowl pin location. So we have to provide variety, and even though we have a very long, skinny green, we've extended these fairway surrounds so it could really be viewed as an extension of the green. And there are a lot of options that a player has, if you're down and almost short-sided. Again, that contour that we showed in the putt, if you're trying to recover from here, You can play a ball up and use that slope to access that pin location, or you could decide to putt up the slope and test your touch. There's always the option of the bump and run shot or even the flop shot. So as you can see, you're down here, there are all kinds of options and ways to recover and access these pin locations.